Joel Bassoff, 17 Beach Lane.
Your witness.
So if the council adopts ordinance 2239 attempting to control decorum, the council will have adopted an unconstitutional ordinance. Your effort to ban costumes, non-medical masks, and props violates the free speech guarantee of the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. The public knows why you're trying to ban the masks, costumes,
Can I
and props.
clarify that statement, legal?
No, it's his time.
Well, don't take my time for it.
Okay. You can proceed.
Right. The public knows why you're trying to ban masks, costumes, and props, even though it's unconstitutional to do that. At previous meetings, members of the public mocked the council by showing up with masks, costumes, and props. You don't like being embarrassed, so you're trying to ban the people who humiliate you. But the best way to avoid humiliation is to stop doing stupid things like trying to clamp down on constitutionally protected symbolic speech. The more you try to suppress constitutional rights to free speech, the more vigorously the public is going to fight back. And if you get sued, you will lose. Now, you adopted an ordinance to cut public speakers back from 6 minutes to 4 minutes. That means to get our ideas across, we're going to have to speak at least 33% more efficiently. They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. So to illustrate why this ordinance 2239 is wrong, I'm holding up an American flag to represent the constitutional values that
I'm
we
going to have
should
to
be
give you
loyal
a
to.
warning, and if you continue, I will have to forfeit. You'll have to forfeit your time.
Well, I'm
Sir, you're forfeiting your time.
It's my
if you
constitution,
continue,
it's my
I will
constitutional
ask
right
you
to
to
do
sit down.
this.
You didn't
If you
vote on
get
it.
sued, you will lose. My suggestion to you is that you get a second opinion from competent counsel because you are wrong. You are interfering with the control of this meeting by interfering with the right to speech of a member of the public. You're the one interfering with free speech, and it should stop now. I'd like to continue.
They
So,
didn't pass the law yet.
this is an arbitrary,
If he doesn't sit down,
this is an arbitrary capricious
his
decision,
time is
and
forfeited.
it
He can
violates
sit
the
down.
law. Your time should be forfeited. Your position should be forfeited. By your actions, you forfeit your right to preside over this meeting.
Please have him removed. Just let him take the room. Thank you.
Shame on you.
Officers, you can have him removed.
No, my time's forfeited. I'll sit
Mr.
back down.
Bassoff, you continued after your time was forfeited, you continued after the officers told you to sit down, you continued after the council president repeatedly asked you to stop. You've now been asked to be removed from the chambers. So,
There's no reason to remove me from the chambers because I am not interfering with the
clearly
quorum.
chosen to
I'm ready.
violate the rules of the quorum
Excuse
of
me,
this chamber,
excuse me.
sir.
I'm ready to sit here quietly, and I will not interfere with your decorum, so I have a right to be here.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? All right, this council meeting has been recessed for 5 minutes. We'll be back at 7:24.
Are you ejecting him from the meeting? Officers, are you ejecting him from the meeting?
It's just making people more agitated, more determined to do something.
Why are you making him leave the building?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why do I have to leave the building? I'm not trespassing.
Council president's not in charge of the rest of the building.
Unless you're in the meeting. There's no business inside the building at this point, because the building's closed.
Council president doesn't run the building. The council president's not in charge of the building.
You should check with the business administrator, because she's in charge of the facilities.
Give people their time, let them rebut.
Chief,
Whatever they want to wear.
Chief, a resident wants to speak to you.
Move on. It is a waste of taxpayer time. It is a waste of your time.
You have to follow constitutional rules. I can't be, I don't have a quorum. Right, but I'm not violating.
I don't want to separate you and Iowa, but I'm not violating the rules of decorum. You made a determination before, so if it wasn't you, it was somebody else. You have to follow through.
You have to,
with orders.
but you have to give him a warning. You didn't even give him a
He
warning.
did, he did.
Right, and I sat down.
Listen,
Listen, he gave a warning and I sat down.
no, he wanted you removed. So, we're in a tough position.
Well, he wanted that, but he didn't have the right to want that. He's exceeding the bounds of his authority, and he's putting you in a very.
He's putting all of us in a tough position.
Yeah.
But you know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to sit with you for you.
No, I understand.
Why don't we bring her out?
All right, bring him out.
Council meeting?
Yeah. Just come on, let me get my stuff.
You guys have a good day.
America the Beautiful, we still have the right to speak, and no one should silence us or tell us how long we can talk. And I know one thing, I respect this flag. Many people died for this flag, for this country, and I gotta say one more thing.
I will have to give you
Last
a warning.
election, you saw what happened.
Sir.
Don't think you can't all be replaced.
Sir.
Because when the next election comes,
Please put it
you'll be
away.
out.